At the south, in the red, our champion from GSL Season 2.
I am Nestea.
You can certainly tell he's a champion, Tasteless.
He's licking his lips. He's hungry for victory. Over here at the north,
Or Nestea.
our Ro8 player.
choya for you.
Note in earlier seasons, and even earlier matches at GOM TV, Choya tended to speak to himself out loud in his booth to calm himself down.
That's quite true.
And, regardless of what you think about that, it certainly was working. He was getting pretty far along. Now when we see him in his booth, he's not speaking.
Yeah, he may have gained the confidence to quit that.
Yeah, maybe.
And if the stars align and black holes open and, the world becomes peaceful and somehow Choya ends up winning this match, I will ask him in the interview.
Yeah. Don't forget, guys, submit questions. So, Artosis, the Larry King Live of StarCraft interviews, the Katie Couric, the Matt Lawyer,
Thank you, Tasteless.
the Barbara Walters of StarCraft interviews.
Mm-hmm.
We'll ask those questions, and we'll get them answered.
The view of StarCraft interviews.
Yeah.
Anyways, I would like to point out, some people may know about this new little bug on Lost Temple where you can see where a Zerg is because of creep killing flowers. Now, most of you probably have no idea what I'm talking about right now. You're like, he is crazy. What is he saying? Don't worry about it. It's just this little bug right now where you can look on the mini-map and see what position a Zerg's at on any map that has flowers on the ground.
Yeah.
Near the starting position. This is actually a GSL-made Lost Temple that removed that. So don't worry about that. Choya did not know.
We have, essentially we have a specially made map that is going to make this fair, and we don't have to worry about that bug, which obviously Blizzard's going to fix.
Oh yeah, I would
Very
imagine
soon.
that would be fixed any time.
Any
You don't even. I
second.
don't think you even need to patch that. Just remove the flowers from Lost Temple on the bases. They're pretty and all, but come on.
Well, I make my scouting probes pick flowers for me.
I'm allergic.
Are you allergic?
I'm allergic to E-flowers, Tasteless. All right. Choya has gone for a one base, double gas.
We could see something similar. I don't expect Choya. I'm getting choked out while I'm doing this. I don't see Choya playing a standard game here.
Yeah.
I just don't see why he would want to on a map like Lost Temple.
And to add into that, standard for Choya is actually all in. I mean, let's just be straight up here. This guy is actually all into most of his games, not all, but that is something he's very comfortable with. That's something he's very good with, and his hidden probe gets found by Zerglings. Nestea is everywhere. Nestea is Big Brother.
Yeah.
And so basically, I think he's going to do some sort of cheese. In fact, he's already making a Stargate Tasteless. So we definitely could see something quite similar. Now, Nestea, he should be feeling pretty good after winning that game, I have to tell you.
Oh,
I got there and I have one Zergling, I'm just like, that's where I start to type in swears. I don't know about you, Tasteless, but...
I do not.
LOL, noob. All you can do is rush.
You have no skill.
Yeah,
it takes no skill.
That's how I do it.
That's how Artosis rolls,
That's how I
man.
handle rushes like that, Tasteless. I'm
I
just
usually
joking.
do
I
all
micro
my-
and then I do that.
I usually do all my swearing out loud in front of my computer.
Yeah, I do both. I have a lot of anger.
Now
All right.
we have a Phoenix. He
Phoenix
might have
build.
wanted to proxy a Void Ray, but building a Void Ray at this distance would have been not worth it.
Now there are actually...
Oh, damn, nice.
Cool. Gets all those Zerglings. Moves like that are actually really good. It's totally worth the 50 energy to kill 4 Zerglings like that. But anyways, the Phoenix, for those of you who haven't been keeping up, there's recently been a patch that reduces their build time by 10 seconds. So when you mix that with Chrono Boost, you can actually get a lot of Phoenixes very, very, very fast as Protoss right now. So builds like this are gaining popularity. There isn't any standard, though, yet to how you do them. Sometimes you follow them with a Warp Gate Rush, sometimes you expand. But Nestea, of course, has already scouted that with that Overlord, because Nestea is Big Brother and he sees all, Tasteless.
Nestea, man. Now the question, of course, is does Nestea have enough experience to deal with a rush that is only now possible due to Blizzard's new patch? We're going to find out. I think Spore Crawlers is an absolute must.
Yeah, at this point, since he's getting his lair already, I would say so, definitely.
Losing an Overlord in a moment like this, not good.
That's right. Now, 4 Phoenixes are going to be moving out of the Protoss base. 4 is a crucial number. With 4, you can go ahead and kill 2 Queens very, very easily. 3, it's a lot harder. You basically use up all of your lift. But 4, it's quick, it's ruthless. But there are Spore Crawlers sitting around near the Queens, so they aren't going to be so easy to pick up.
Phoenix is easily the most agile air unit.
Yeah.
This is not the best controlled Phoenix rush we've seen.
No, he's trying to control it well, but it's not actually going as well as I'm sure you would hope.
Hydra Den on the way.
And he is actually going to go expansion after this. Now, this is actually a little tip that I have given some people, and I'm going to give it to you all now. If you're
ready.
a Zerg player and you see your opponent make a Stargate off of one base, make a bajillion Speedlings immediately, because if they expand, you can simply go and either force a cancel or straight up kill them if they really want to try to keep it, because they have to spend so much on the Stargate tech. Or if they fall up with a Warp Gate rush, you already have your units despite having lost some Overlords to the Stargate units. So
yeah, that's very true.
That is absolutely the way you should play. Nestea did not, that's fine. Nestea knows well too. He knows all sorts of ways to stop things.
So as you can see, he's just patrolling around. He's looking for any stray Overlords, any stray unit that may try to walk between these 2 locations.
Quite true. We do have Hydralisk being made, along with +1 range attack and Hydralisk range, as well as drops. Now, drops is a funny thing that you can do to a situation like this. If you actually rush drops as quickly as possible off of 2 base against someone who's going for a Stargate rush, then you can actually just drop a bunch of Hydras in their base, and they may be able to clean up, but they are losing so much. So we'll see if that's what Nestea is aiming for here. It can be a little bit scary, obviously, because they can intercept the drop. Cool.
This is a very interesting moment here.
Aceless.
Artosis.
I like this little thing that I see on the production tab. It's called a Warp Prism. And he's going for a quick Warp Prism, knowing that he's going to have a hard time controlling the ground. That's going to allow him to make an expansion at the island.
That's smart.
Yeah. And ever since he already has Phoenixes out, odds are there aren't going to be any Mutalisks. So this is going to be a very safe 3rd base. And this is actually going to put Choya into a very nice position, a very non-all-in position, something we don't see from him all too often.
Yeah, generally Choya, even when he's doing somewhat of a macro game, he does it to a different beat.
Yeah.
Usually an extreme version of it, one where he's not going to, he'll stay on 2 bases, as we've said before, and try to max out.
You basically never see 50-minute games from this guy.
Now, Nestea, with a sizable amount of Hydras, he may actually just go for a mass drop inside the main. That may actually screw everything up for Choya.
Definitely.
We haven't seen drop used enough really against Protoss.
No, that's very true, Tasteless. It is quite great. Now, the thing is, this drop was a little bit slower than the quickest drop you can get. This means a Colossus will be out when he gets there with it, and that's going to help him help Choya to really clean this up.
I think this sort of gives away his plan.
It may indeed. And yes, in fact, it has.
He's more than aware.
Choya knows.
As he gets inside the main, he's going to drop creep out of the Overlords.
That'll make everything quicker. Now, Choya has almost pure Hydras going in here, a few Zerglings as well. If he had a few other units in there as well, it would be a lot more, lot better.
Here we go.
And good force fields, preemptive force fields going up. He's got to keep the Colossus alive. This is all about Choya using that Colossus to its maximum. Beautiful drop by Nestea.
Oh, he's going to lose the Colossus.
Yeah, it looks like it, Tasteless.
Nestea.
And this is going to do insane damage. It looks like Choya probably not going to live through this. Very nice.
Nestea, damn.
Yeah, this is a very nice metagame move by Nestea. It's a popular way to counter some of these 1-base Phoenix builds right now. Notice Nestea bringing a lot of Zerglings up as well. That's going to stop the Colossus from being so deadly.
As you can see, he's going to clean up the Nexus. Unbelievable game here. I feel like we've barely gotten started as far as commentary goes.
Yeah, no,
these games have been so quick.
You know, Nestea really knows what he's doing, Tasteless. He's showing us exactly how to stop certain situations, stopping everything just amazingly well. Choya actually already has his thermal lance, surprisingly. So he will end up cleaning up this drop, and the game will continue, at least for some time.
Unless, of course, Zerg drops again. Meanwhile, the main has been cleaned up. Tech has been somewhat reset. Gold base being taken. And you can see he's just going to continue to drop. The island, I don't believe, has been spotted yet by the Zerg.
Yeah, I do not believe so, Tasteless, but he does have drops cleaned up if need be.
He's going to get the robotics facility here. Now, there are two Colossuses queued up right now.
Yeah, in fact, he's queuing up more and more as he can.
That's really smart.
Yeah, he's got to be very careful about that. Oh, no, he shows the Warp Prism. That is not a good idea. You should probably have just hidden that for the rest of the game, because you don't want your opponent to be thinking that...
He's going to hit the Robo!
Oh, beautiful.
Very nice.
Nestea targeting that down, and now only 2 Colossus are going to be in play for quite some time.
If I was a Zerg at this point in time, I'd just switch straight into Mutalisk.
That is actually a perfect plan, Tasteless.
Oh, excuse me, actually, he's already switching into Mutalisk.
Yes, of course. He is Nestea.
I guess I'm just as good as Nestea.
Anything you can do,
what we
he
can
do better.
Now, he may try to warp in some zealots or something over here. Try to take out some drones. Try to keep the attention in the Zerg space and out of where the Protoss is.
Thing is, the Mutas are on their way, and they should be able to end the game very easily.
Uh-oh.
He's going to see the expansion. Goodbye, probes.
Yeah, that's basically it. GG. Zerg wins 2. Okay, our voices are back.
All right.
Yeah, he's up 2-0 this series.
Yeah, Nestea is just showing us superior understanding. Every little thing Choya tries to bring out. Well, the first game, I want to say, was almost a little... It was at least a little bit lucky for Nestea. It's amazing that he held that. He is an amazing player for doing so. But this game was more like, oh, you're doing that build. Well, right now, normally a very fast drop will kill that. It wasn't quite the fastest drop you can go, but it was extremely fast. Very well played by Nestea.
I was really impressed.
Yeah.
You know, he managed to start taking the gold base as the drop was occurring. So while Protoss is taking an island, Zerg is still going to be ahead after that entire battle. It's not hard when you drop to at least take out your opponent's Nexus.
That's very true.
It's very easy to do.
The trick is you have to make sure to at least take out maybe some production facilities as well, or at least a big chunk of his army. Or when you lose your drop, because eventually he should be able to clean that up, he might be able to counterattack you, which you don't want to happen because you should be working on your economy after that. You spent a ridiculous amount on the drop.
Right. Exactly. Well, this is not looking good. Depending on the length of the games, we may go to a break here. But we're going to have to find out. The next map is Metalopolis.
Yeah, next map is Metalopolis, and actually we're going to, after 3 games, we're going to go to a break.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Well, if Nestea wins, then we'll just do the interview and go on to the next set.
Yeah. So Metalopolis, this is a map that I think most Zergs would prefer to play on versus a map like Steps of War.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're, let's say they're diagonal positions, that is going to be like, Choya, you better pull something out of your hat.
Yeah.
Man. You are far away. It's going to be hard for you to ever attack Nestea, as if it's easy to ever attack Nestea. Anyways.
So, the countdown started. Let's get ready for our third game. Is Nestea going to clean up, or will Choya come back? Let's find out. This is the GSL.